once again, and this weekend launch a U.S. tour that they call a technical tour de force. We stopped by one of the band's rehearsals recently to find out what they mean.
Genesis was putting the finishing touches on the staging of its latest U.S. stadium tour. While the automated television screens and computerized lighting are technically elaborate, the band says their purpose is to make the show itself simpler.
It's big, but in being big, it's actually been designed to actually focus more on the band. I mean, when you go and see bands at these often these outdoor gigs, they've got these big screens either side. You know, if you look at them or the stage, there's an awful lot going on. You know, the whole thing is focused much more centrally around the group, so it becomes more one thing. So although it's big, I think you actually get a feeling you're seeing the band more.
3 computerized Jumbotron screens purchased for the tour are the band's latest visual toys. The group's history of elaborate visuals has, of course, been a big audience attraction for almost 20 years.
They always know, which is probably why, I mean, fingers crossed, in such a climate, financial climate that we live in the recession, that people are buying our tickets because they kind of trust us, I think. There's not they know they're going to see something. They know there's going to be a couple of hours at least of music, so they're going to get more value for money from that point of view. But also they're going to see something that, well, something they haven't seen before maybe, and also they're going to get a complete show as opposed to something that's just thrown together.
The band may know all about organizing elaborate tours down to the last detail, but the boys are still wrestling with the fine art of packing suitcases.
I think I'm still searching for the perfect way to pack. I was actually down in the luggage shop today trying to work out whether to buy a case with a double compartment. These are the big decisions in your day, you know, where am I going to put the shoes? And
can't decide actually. But
he's a very good packer.
I'm a very good packer. Things come out the way they go.
He's a terrible packer.
He puts the tissue paper back in his t-shirts, right? Folds them neatly and puts them in his trunk.
Well, that way they come out
every night.
Yes, they come out the way they go in. That's the thing. Otherwise, you end up wearing.
You know,
yeah.
you can probably tell. But
there is an art to it, but I think we're still striving to get there.
I won't be coming home tonight. It's my generation, we'll put it right.
For Genesis, the final treat may be the chance to get out of inclement England and take full advantage of summer in the States.
It does affect the whole atmosphere of the crew, the band, everyone around, and the audience too. I mean, obviously you can do that, they come outdoor shows in the winter. It always feels a bit more relaxed to me, a summer tour.
We've always had a bit of a strange relationship with outdoor shows, actually, Genesis. As soon as you mention Genesis and a summer tour, it rains.
Genesis will be back on the road in Miami on May 16th. On May 17th, the band moves on to Tampa, and then they'll play Washington, D.C. May 19th. We'll let our